As Victoria endured some of the country's strictest lockdowns, Professor Brett Sutton was at the forefront when it came to signing off on public health orders.
It's been a heavy burden, there's no question. Somebody needs to make the decision. I think everyone accepts that expert public health input into those recommendations and decisions needs to be central.
But under a proposed revamp of the state's response, it will be the Premier who declares a pandemic, with the Health Minister issuing directives after taking advice from the Chief Health Officer.
This is modelled on the New Zealand law. There are elements of what happens in New South Wales and other states also, but we've gone beyond that in terms of accountability and transparency.
Under the changes, an initial 4-week state of emergency declaration could be renewed for an extended 3-month period, while the pandemic presented a serious risk.
This is first in Australia, and I actually expect that we'll see other states do something similar.
The proposal has won the support of 3 key upper house crossbenchers.
These laws are better and fairer and highlight the importance of having people like the Greens in Parliament to get better outcomes for the Victorian community.
But others have accused the state government of failing to consult.
And I find it incredibly sad that this is the way that our government is handling a bill that has impacted so many lives right across Victoria. People have had enough.
The proposed pandemic orders could include directives to restrict movement, detain and quarantine infectious people, and regulate the activities of citizens, depending on factors such as their age, vaccination status or occupation. Those intentionally and recklessly breaching public health orders could face 2 years jail or a $90,000 fine. The opposition says it's a massive overreach on what had previously been outlined.
No one talked about imposing the ability for the Premier to shut down protests or shut down individuals on the basis of their personal characteristics. What does that mean?
It's about public health and well-being, not your status of your race, your religion, your creed, your sexuality, your gender. If anyone is suggesting that, they need to go back and do legislation interpretation 101.
The legislation is expected to pass the lower house, where it's due to be debated later this week. Gareth Boreham, SBS World News.